When I was little, I wanted to be a male woman because I didn't understand why there were just male men.
When I was little, I wanted to be a veterinarian, but then I realized I had to put the animals down and it kind of turned me away.
When I was little, I wanted to be an author because I really enjoyed writing stories in class and reading them out loud to people and seeing everyone's reaction to what I would write and coming up with all these new ideas that as a child I thought had never been thought of.
Math, because I could count when I was 5.
My favorite subject when I was younger was always gym, but it quickly changed to be art, just because of like everybody I had around me and the teacher, and it was just the best.
I think from high school I'll definitely miss my band classes the most, just a sense of community that was in those classes.
Probably the fact that growing up and not seeing my friends every day is gonna be tough.
It's 2 words, marching band.
Alright, so it's been 10 years since I graduated, and I don't feel like it was that long ago, but I do remember exactly how I felt. I was terrified, first of all, because I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and I was also very excited because I was pretty sick of seeing most of the people in my class, and after then I would never have to see them ever again, unless I chose to. So, yeah.
So on the day of graduation, I got very emotional and very sad, and I kind of realized that was the end of my high school career, right when they were mentioning my honorees and my thank yous to my parents, and especially my grandparents who had passed away. And then after graduation, I was really frustrated because when we all threw our hats, some girl decided she was going to take mine, and it made me angry because I spent like the next 20 minutes trying to hunt it down.
So, it's all Miss McCausland's fault. I've known since junior year what I wanted to do, and I read a book. I was like, hey, that seems like a good direction, so hi, clinical psychology.
Well, I know that I wanted to go into journalism since I was in middle school, so like 7th, 8th grade.
I've known what I wanted to go into since 8th grade, and it has never changed.
So I changed my major because I did not know what to do with what I was majoring in. I went to Eastern for 2 years, and I was majoring in art therapy. What do you do with that? So obviously I like being artistic, and so I was like, how else can I be artistic? And I've always loved baking, especially with my dad, and so I was like, let's try pastry school.
So I don't think I will be changing my major, but short story, when I went to honors orientation, one of the people that run orientation told us a story of how she was in undergrad for 10 years because she changed her major 7 times.
No, I'm not going to change my major. I've had this plan for 5 going on 6 years. It's the only thing I can actually see myself doing.
Yeah, I've definitely changed my major around since I started high school. Initially, I thought I wanted to be an author or a singer. For a while, I thought I wanted to be a photographer. And so now I'm entering college completely undecided.
I haven't changed my major since I entered high school. However, I did change it from like editorial to investigative journalism.
So, I'm most excited for just getting out there and trying new things, I guess, basically not being home.
I think what I'm most excited about for college is the whole new environment that I'll be in. Sure, I'll be seeing different people every single day, which will kind of weird me out, but it's completely different than high school, and it's something totally brand new.
So what I like about my job is that I meet new people every day. I don't necessarily do the same thing every time I work. I'm a big believer in variety, and it keeps it fun. So when you graduate college, you are not going to get the job that you want right away. It takes a lot of work, and it's probably going to take about 4 or 5 jobs for you to finally reach that dream job that you worked so hard for. So don't give up, and don't ever decide to do something completely different just because you're not going to get that job. Hang in there.
My advice would be it comes quicker than you think. Like, you actually have to be on the ball. You can't just keep putting it off. Like, it approaches really fast. Any college deadlines, the ending of high school, it all comes really fast. So just make sure you're on top of things.
So my advice to high school students would be that they all say that the friends you go into high school with aren't the friends that you go out of high school with, but leading by example with my group of friends, I'd like to say that if the friends that you go into high school with are the ones that you leave with, then they are forever friends. They're definitely worth it.
My best advice would be to not play it safe. Like, do things that you don't think you're going to be comfortable with, because then that might be something that you love, and that's what you're going to do with the rest of your life.
My advice would be to make sure that you're happy and you're satisfied with what's going on in your life and what you're doing. There's going to be a lot of things that happen in high school and probably a lot of things that happen in college and the rest of your life, but you need to make sure that you're happy. That's all that really matters.
The one rule you always have to know is just wing it. You have to do that.
Be prepared.